What's up, it's your boy JG back with another video on music tips and reviews with JG. Today is a special day. Today is Jay-Z's birthday, December 4th. So I'm gonna go over the Black album. I feel this is one of my favorite albums from Jay-Z. So alright, let's get to it. Also, if you're new to my channel, please press the subscribe button so you'll be updated on all my latest content. Alright, so I love this album. This supposed to have been his farewell album. He supposed to have retired, but y'all know he made more and more albums, more and more classic albums. But I feel this one of my favorite albums from him. He really, spit on this album. I love the interlude where it established the mood of the album. I love December 4th. He had his mother, talking about his childhood, the way he fell in love with hip hop, and also about his father, the way, he left him, when he was a young age, when Jay-Z was a young age. So I love the way he had his mother, intertwined in the record, and then Jay-Z just talking about, the things he felt when he was a young boy. And I love the strong track, What More Can I Say, produced by the Buchanans. I love that track. I love the sample from Gladiator. He's saying, what more can I say? I gave you classic album after classic album. What more can I say? I feel I'm the best. I'm still the best in the game. And I'm gonna go out with a bang on this album. And also, I forgot to mention December 4th, produced by Just Blaze. Shout out to Just Blaze. I love the strong drums in that track, December 4th. And I just love the vibe of it. I love the strings that he really put in that record. It's real lush strings in there in that sample. And I love Encore, produced by Kanye West. It's kind of like a farewell, but he's talking about, coming back with the 4 or 5. So, he's kind of foreshadowing that, even though this might be his last album, he might come back later on. So I love the vibe of this record. It's real energetic. I love the horns on this record and the sample. So shout out to Kanye West on the beat. Change Clothes is one of my favorite songs on the record, on the album, produced by the Neptunes. I love the vibe. They always give him that big, mainstream record on his albums. And Jay-Z and the Neptunes, they always have a good chemistry. And I love the video with Naomi Campbell and all the other supermodels on the music video. Dirt Off Your Shoulder, produced by Timbaland. I love this record as well. I love the making of the record. I know if you see on YouTube, you can see Timbaland and Jay-Z putting this record together. He's talking about get the dirt off your shoulder, all those haters, all those people that try to put you back, get that dirt off your shoulder. And shout out to Timbaland with that crazy beat. Timbaland always bring it. And they also have a good chemistry together, for a long time. Ninth Wonder talks about, how he got the placement, with the song Threat. And I love Cedric the Entertainer on the record. He really, brings, that comedic vibe to this record. Even though it's like kind of contrasting to Jay-Z's versus, talking about the streets, people being a threat, on the street, and, in the music culture as well. Moment of Clarity, produced by Eminem. He's talking about, he's getting real deep about his last moments with his father before he passed away. Even though, his father was not a lot, it wasn't around in his life a lot. He still, had that moment of clarity, before he passed away. And he talks about how their life kind of paralleled. His father was doing drugs, back in the day. But, Jay-Z, he talks about his, him selling drugs before he got big in the rap game, the way, he was out in the street hustling to get, get money and, be successful. But, he turned his life around, and got into the music industry. I love 99 Problems, produced by Rick Rubin. Great track. Rick Rubin is a legendary producer in the game. And I love that Jay-Z proved that he was a good storyteller in this record. And I love the storyline. It's real energetic. It's real rockish. and I love that rock vibe. If rockish is a term, but it's rockish, and I love the way, you know, they really put this record together. Justify My Thug, produced by DJ Quick. I love the synth lead in it. It really brings that West Coast vibe, and I love the bass in it. It's real aggressive, and I love the way he just, you know, spit on this song. I love his flow, Jay-Z's flow on this record, and he's talking about, you know, justifying that, you know, he knows the street, but also he's, you know, executive in the game, a CEO in the game, but he's talking about, you know, those street codes that, you know, he learned from the streets on this record. Lucifer, produced by Kanye West. This is a great track as well. I love the sample in it. He's just talking about those people, you know, his enemies in the game and how he overcome them. Sometimes they try to take control of him, but you know, he talks about that in this record. Allure, produced by the Neptunes. I love the simplicity of this track. He's really talking about the street game, the way, you know, he was out, you know, out there in the street hustling and stuff like that. And Pharrell, you know, he talks about, you know, he wanted a placement on Reasonable Doubt, you know, with Dead Presidents and all those songs, but he got a chance to really get into that vibe on this record. I love My First Song. This is a good ending record on the album. You know, he's shouting out all the people that was with him, you know, throughout his years in the music game. So this kind of like his last song before he retired. You know, he's shouting out to all the people, you know, that was in his team, you know, Dame and, you know, Biggs and all those people that rode with him, Tata, all his close friends. You know, he's saying a farewell on this song. So I love the way this track ended this album, the Black Album. So this is a quick review of this album, Black Album. Like I said, it's one of my favorite albums from Jay-Z. I feel he really delivered as far as lyricism, and as far as the music is concerned, he had the great, you know, the big producers on this album, from Just Blaze, the Buchanans, Night Wonder, Pharrell, Kanye West, Timbaland. You know, he had so many great, you know, producers on this album. So if you have any comments on how you felt about this album, please put it in the comment section. This was a great record, that, you know, album that came out in 2003. One of the biggest albums, you know, of that year, because everybody was like, I gotta buy this album because this might be Jay-Z's last album. So if you have any comments, please put it in below this video. All right, this has been another video from your boy JG. All right, peace.